When you first open your eyes in the morning, your brain isn't just booting up like a computer.
Mm.
It's actually doing this complex transition out of deep delta sleep waves into theta waves.
Right, which is a highly programmable, almost hypnotic state, really. And it's wild because what you do in those specific moments basically wires your entire nervous system for the next 16 hours.
Exactly. And that brings us to today's deep dive. We're looking at this fascinating stack of articles and research notes on the architecture of a new day. Our mission today is to decode what the sources call the golden 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's all about how the habits of your very first waking moments dictate your physical energy and your stress levels for the rest of the day, which is honestly a terrifying thought when you consider what most of us do.
Oh, you mean blindly reaching for that glowing screen the millisecond we wake up?
That's the one. I mean, before we've even cleared the sleep out of our eyes, we're instantly absorbing emails and distant news and all those unread messages.
And internally, the research shows that this innocent little habit triggers what they call the anxious security guard. Seeing those red notification badges just forces your brain into a complete mental marathon before you've even taken off your pajamas.
Yeah, it immediately demands that you start solving problems and reacting to the outside world. It creates this, well, they call it a microwave brain.
A microwave brain.
Yeah,
Right, because you're trying to artificially heat up your cognition in 30 seconds.
precisely.
But really, reading through the notes, it feels less like a microwave and more like starting a car on a freezing winter morning and just immediately flooring the gas pedal to redline.
That's a great way to put it. You aren't just warming it up. You are causing massive mechanical wear and tear on a cold engine. And the neurochemistry behind that wear and tear is just fascinating.
Right, the dopamine hit. Looking at those notifications delivers this sharp, immediate hit of dopamine. It tells your brain to search, act, and go. But wait, I admit I'm a bit confused here. I thought dopamine was the happy chemical, like a reward. So why does a hit of a happy chemical in bed cause so much damage?
Oh, yeah, that's actually a massive misconception. Dopamine isn't about pleasure or happiness. It's an action chemical. It drives pursuit.
Oh, wow. So it's not a reward, it's an urge to do something.
Yes, exactly. So when you flood your system with it while you're still lying in bed, your brain's default mode network hasn't even fully switched over to waking consciousness yet.
Uh,
And that sudden cognitive demand for action triggers a premature spike in cortisol, which is your primary stress hormone.
so we're essentially pairing a biological drive to act with a massive surge of stress, all while we are physically trapped under the blankets.
Right, and that overloads your nervous system, rapidly increasing your allostatic load.
And allostatic load, just to clarify for everyone listening, that's the scientific term for the total weight of physiological stress on your body, right?
Exactly. So if you spike your allostatic load to 100% right at dawn by triggering cortisol and dopamine simultaneously, you're practically guaranteeing total exhaustion by the afternoon.
Wow. You've burned through your physiological fuel before even leaving the driveway.
Precisely. So if the phone is this unnatural, stress-inducing gas pedal, we need an antidote.
And the sources point to our evolutionary biology for that antidote. They call it ecological alignment. Basically, humans are part of nature, and nature doesn't use a microwave.
Right. The sun rises inch by inch. It allows the body to wake up slowly, observing the stillness and the light.
So the practical application of this actually starts the night before. You leave the phone in another room. And then when you wake up, instead of grabbing a device, you do a gentle stretch to let your body elongate.
Yeah, and then you reach for a glass of water. And the notes really highlight that this sip of water isn't just some symbolic feel-good gesture.
Right, there's actual physiology at play here.
Totally. While you sleep, your brain literally shrinks in volume due to dehydration. So rehydrating physically plumps those tissues back up.
That is wild to think about. You are restoring the physical structure of your brain before you ask it to process the complexities of an inbox.
Exactly. It establishes your baseline before the world intrudes.
It really is like a small miracle that wakes the body from the inside.
Huh.
You are sending a tangible physical signal to your nervous system that your own baseline health is the priority.
Yeah. So the sources present a 30-minute morning challenge for you. Tonight, try sleeping with the phone in another room.
Tomorrow, watch the morning light, stretch slowly, and rehydrate your brain before you look at a single screen. Because as the saying goes, you cannot pour from an empty cup.
Right, you must fill your cup first, structurally and mentally. Let the light come up slowly rather than blowing the fuse early.
Absolutely. So we'll leave you with a final thought to mull over today. If you immediately hand over the very first 10 minutes of your consciousness to the demands of the digital world, whose life are you actually living for the rest of the day?